Recently, the DJI Avata 3 has made a few public appearances. In these leaks, we got a glimpse of the newest drone in the FPV lineup. It's expected to be one of the upcoming releases DJI is preparing for the next few months and could be the next one after the Neo 2. This new generation FPV drone is rumored to bring some surprising innovations, and according to leaks, it might even feature a version with a 360-degree camera. After the success of the first Avata and the improvements introduced with the Avata 2, everything suggests that the Avata 3 will be a major leap forward in both design and performance. This new FPV drone promises to combine cinematic power with easy-to-use features, making it perfect for professionals and beginners who want an exciting flight experience with ultra-immersive footage. The first time we saw the Avata 3 was in this leak, showing a prototype undergoing field tests. The image isn't very clear, but I made a few adjustments to improve the quality and got this result. If we place it side by side with the Avata 2, we can make a comparison to spot the main differences. The first thing we can notice is that the Avata 3 looks slimmer and more elongated. The top of the drone has been lowered, now almost level with the propellers, and to compensate for the reduced height, it's been stretched in length, making the rear section more pronounced. Another clearly visible change is the color. This model has a light gray tone, more similar to the Air 3S. But it's worth remembering that this is just a prototype, so that might change in the final versions. One more standout feature is the camera size. The entire setup is noticeably larger and more exposed, likely to make room for a new 1-inch sensor. And here's where things get a bit controversial. The first images of the Avata 3 leaked back in May of this year, but on August 14th, the drone market was shaken by the announcement of the Anti-Gravity, the world's first 360-degree drone. Even though it's a revolutionary idea, it's still just a prototype, expected to launch in January 2026. But that was enough to spark a big question. Will DJI really let that happen? After all, DJI already dominates both technologies, drones and 360 cameras. All they'd have to do is combine the two and create their own 360-degree drone. Coincidentally, just a month later, this leak appeared, posted by Hakasushi, showing two never-before-seen images of the Avata 3 prototype. But one unusual detail caught everyone's attention. Could that be a 360 lens? This image shows the front of the Avata 3 for the first time, revealing some very intriguing details, like these 4 black dots, most likely 2 optical sensors and a pair of LiDAR sensors. And now you might be wondering, does it even make sense to have an anti-collision system on an FPV drone? Another strange detail is this white rectangle on the front of the drone. It looks like a high-intensity LED, and it's positioned exactly where we expected to see a 1-inch camera. I also noticed this darker area, which could either be an air intake or perhaps the window for another sensor. And the mystery doesn't stop there. This whole front module seems to be a movable part, possibly stabilized by a single-axis gimbal. On top of it, there's a noticeable bump. Could that be the upper lens of a 360-degree camera? This possibility becomes even more evident in the other image, where the prototype is seen from above. From this angle, that bump on the top is clearly visible, and after applying some enhancements to improve the image quality, it looks even more like a spherical lens from a 360-degree camera. Unfortunately, there are no images showing the bottom of the drone to confirm whether there's another lens underneath, but analyzing all these clues, I noticed a lot of similarities with the anti-gravity. For example, the front LED light, the anti-collision system, the 360 camera mounted in a separate module from the drone's body, the FPV goggles, and the motion controller. That's a lot of coincidences. But then, how do we explain that first image of the Avata 3 prototype, which apparently didn't have a 360 camera? I believe the only logical explanation for all of this is that DJI is testing 2 camera versions on the same drone. Most likely, that first image that leaked in May shows the Avata 3 with a 1-inch camera, which was already in the final testing phase. But after the impact caused by the anti-gravity announcement, DJI had to catch up and realize that the Avata platform was the best fit for a 360-degree camera. So in September, they began testing a new prototype, which, logically, should be called the Avata 360. This project is probably receiving the full focus of DJI's engineering team, as it needs to be ready before the anti-gravity launch, scheduled for January 2026. For now, there's no official information from DJI, and all of these possibilities are based solely on the leaked images so far. It's possible that the tests with this 360 prototype may not yield good results, and the drone might never become a commercial product. It's also quite likely that DJI is testing other 360 drone prototypes, with features more similar to the anti-gravity, such as the Mini 5 platform, a modern, foldable drone and weighing around 250 grams. Let's focus on the standard Avata 3, as it's likely already in its final testing phase. What improvements can we expect for this drone? Based on the technological evolution we've seen in DJI's most recent releases, we can make a realistic projection of its specifications. The Avata 3 camera promises to make a significant leap in quality, something that could attract even more content creators and FPV pilots focused on cinematic production. According to the leaks, the new version is expected to abandon the old Avata 2 sensor and adopt the new trend, a 1-inch sensor. This will represent a significant evolution, allowing better performance in low-light environments, greater dynamic range, and sharper capture, even in challenging conditions such as rapid changes in lighting. The camera is also expected to record in 4K at 120 FPS, providing incredibly smooth slow motion, and come equipped with a 10-bit D-Log-M color profile, allowing more flexibility in post-production. In addition, the lens may have a field of view of up to 170 degrees, further enhancing the immersive FPV flight experience, something many users have been hoping for. As seen in the leaks, the Avata 3 will have a more advanced obstacle detection and avoidance system. Currently, the Avata 2 only has a lower infrared system and a rear binocular optical system. The new Avata will possibly feature a high-speed omnidirectional obstacle detection and avoidance system, enhanced by a front LiDAR sensor. This new system will be specifically designed for FPV drones, preventing collisions without interfering with maneuvers, providing safe and precise flight through complex, obstacle-filled environments. Another aspect expected to improve is the range. Currently, the Avata 2 reaches 13 kilometers, but the Avata 3 should come with the latest 04 Plus transmission system, which reaches 20 kilometers and provides superior stability. This is what really matters for an FPV drone, as image transmission quality and low latency make all the difference during high-speed maneuvers. Battery life is also expected to improve slightly, reaching between 25 and 30 minutes of flight. One of the most frequent criticisms from Avata users is the difficulty of maintenance in case of a crash, something that happens often in the FPV world. The Avata 3 could come with repair kits containing the parts that break most often, such as frame components, propeller guards, gimbal, camera, and other body parts, making replacements and minor repairs easier, without having to send the drone to a service center. This change would make the drone much more practical for frequent pilots who want to be ready to fly at any time. If all these rumors turn out to be true, the DJI Avata 3 has everything to become the most complete and powerful FPV drone ever released by the brand. It will cater to beginner pilots who just want a safe and fun experience, as well as professional content creators seeking maximum quality and performance. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.